No, because like I don't know if y'all are like
by the way.
live. I don't know if you keep up with spoiler content, and again, we're live, so I'm not going to spoil the chapter because we're obviously going to read it. But that was probably the craziest morning of spoilers I've ever experienced because they do it slowly on Twitter. Like they'll release images, and there was one image connecting one character. Again, we'll see. And I was like, I mean, we knew this was going to happen because of implications of the flashback already. And then there was the second character, and I said, no way! I was literally freaking out in my house. I was like, somebody's got to be playing. Like, somebody's got to be playing because they do this all the time where they will, like, put out, like, gifts that don't make any sense. Yeah. But this made complete sense. And then it's the spoilers with the words came out, and I have never freaked out. I have never freaked out more besides the Gear 5 reveal. The Gear 5 reveal I was on.
I don't know which spoiler you're talking about. So I'm not gonna ask, but you tell me. The last panel?
The very last page. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see that, but I heard about it. And because of that, when the early translations came out, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I sped read all of that. Like, yay.
To the end. Okay. To the end.
Scroll. Like, so like I'm like watching these YouTubers talk about like these ancient giants, and I'm like, who? Who? I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is the last panel.
Bro. Yeah, I wasn't able to avoid the last panel before reading the chapter. So like I didn't know when it was gonna happen. I didn't know if it was the last panel for sure. But when it did happen, I mean I'll save my thoughts on it when we get to the end of the chapter for this read through. But what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another One Piece chapter live stream, live read through chapter 1154. We have a returning guest, the Nerd King himself. Welcome back.
What's good?
Welcome back, bro. Thank you for being
here. Having me again. Of course.
It was a blast last time.
If there was gonna be anybody here for lore piece, it's got to be you, bro.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I can't wait. This chapter is a really good chapter to be back for sure.
And I'm happy to hear you say that because I know a couple people who deadass said to me, they were like, that chapter was all right. And I was like, what about the last panel? And he's like, okay, yeah, and I was like, oh, you're a different kind of One Piece fan.
I hate when people just can't. I was sitting through the chapter, like it took me forever to read through because I was just sitting here like, there's a lot of things happening, and I feel like we're just casually going by, like talking about it and just moving on because there's so much hyper thing happening at the end. You know what I mean? But before we get started with the read through, y'all, if you want to follow along, we'll be reading the Viz official translations. Let's do some house cleaning real quick. Starting tomorrow is the big day, Danny.
Yeah, Kimmy finally starts One Piece.
Oh my God! Wow.
Our co-host Kimmy is finally gonna start streaming One Piece.
Corey had to hold a gun to her head, but you know.
Listen, man, I'm doing it for Oda. I'm doing it for the Holy Church. Kimmy is gonna agree every Monday.
Holy cult.
Every Monday, 8:15 p.m. She will be streaming about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of One Piece, starting with Romance Dawn, using One Piece because if I was gonna make her do it, I had to at least give her that grace. And we know that she's not going to read it. We know her well enough. So I'm going to be locked in.
But if and when she catches up, you better be sure she's going to be doing these live streams with us.
Right.
She's going to be like, you guys, why do you know all this stuff? We bleed this thing. So when do you think, Danny, that she might start coming around from being a hater? What part would you say might happen?
Because
she's seen the live action, just so you have context, NK.
She's seen the live action. Okay, nice.
I'll probably say, man, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't think she's the type of person to appreciate Skypiea as a lot of people were. So it's gonna have to be Water 7 or Enies Lobby.
Yeah, I think if it's not Chopper's backstory, then maybe, it's going to have to take all the way up to I Want to Live.
I wish I could watch the show again for the first time. Really do.
That's you got to get the amnesia popping.
I don't think it's going to be Chopper's backstory because I feel like she just needs, again, like a hot character to like go through something. She don't care about reindeer.
She don't care about reindeer. Yeah, she cares about looks. So if they ain't hot, she don't care.
Is there hopes for Arlong Park then? Is there hopes for Nami's backstory?
She saw the live action.
I think because she saw
so
live
she's-
action, it won't hit the
Yeah,
same.
she's still like,
Ah.
So it's like, all right, fine.
She's like, that
But
was cute.
Baratier, I hope Baratier hits a little harder because it was so much different in the
It
live
really
action
was.
than in the anime. So Baratier for me is like one of my favorite arcs.
Or maybe Choo
Just because
Choo.
I'm a Sanji fanboy.
Maybe Choo Choo the dog.
I forgot. They got rid of my boy Choo Choo. Like, why? Why did you do that in the manga? CGI budget too much for a dog? Like, get out.
They couldn't. They had a regular ass dog run past. What's his name? The mayor.
That would've been
And I said,
enough.
We're not gonna have him. Well, he was in it, but they just didn't have him do any of his scenes. I mean, they didn't want to explore the town itself a lot more, but it still was a great live action. We understand. Choo Choo never comes back in the story, so you didn't need it. It's just for us crazies.
Exactly.
As usual for the chapter, we will be taking turns reading along, doing our best voice acting impressions, saying our theories, saying our thoughts as we go. Listen, this chapter's a big deal, at least to us. At least to us. So let's figure out the order right now. I guess I'll start with the cover story in the first 2 pages, and Kay, you want to take the second 2, and then Danny after that.
Absolutely.
You
Do
rotating?
it.
All right, chapter 1154. Can't Even Die. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 38. This is a long-ass title. Go pay your respects at the grave of the hero, born in the West Blue and raised in Ringo. As we see Yamato here with Oti and Page One and Kiku, and I forget what's her name. The your girl's home girl.
I definitely don't know.
I have no. I forget too.
Couldn't tell you.
The one with Zoro you talking about?
Yeah, the one that
I forget. I know what she looks like though, but I forget.
When the world needed teching most, he vanished. But I mean, how are you feeling now about the cover story? I feel like me and Danny always say like it is what it is at this point. How have you been feeling about it?
It is what it is. I feel like I want to kind of put all of them side by side and like read it because I feel like well, I want to see the coherent story like as it is.
Yeah.
But I feel like you guys are gonna have me on again in 2.5 years, and we're still gonna see Yamato doing Yamato things.
She's doing her thing.
Cover pages. So
I'm of the ilk where I'm like at this point, if this doesn't lead to Yamato setting sail and meeting us, what are we doing it for?
literally,
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. Because it's mad long at this point. It's mad long. At this
Like, how
point.
long was Vegapunks? Is this the longest cover story?
Vegapunks was not that long.
Damn,
This has been like 50 chapters or something, at least. I think not at least, but I think it's been like 50 chapters.
Looking it up. Damn, you typing hard as hell, boy.
No, it's the keyboard.
I'm
It's
hacking the
keyboard.
mainframe. I'm triangulating the position.
I'm the guy in the chair. From the Decks of the World, the 500 million man arc, which is the one that like goes over Luffy's like fleet. It says it went for like over 30 chapters.
Well, this is at 38, so we have volume 38. So who knows how much longer this is gonna go? This is definitely going to maybe 60. Maybe 60.
What?
You don't think so?
60?
60. We still gotta see Sasaki and Black Maria.
I hope Black Maria's dead. Don't even mention her name. But can I just ask real quick, whose grave is this?
Oh, what's her name? What's his name? Ryuma.
Oh, that's Ryuma?
Right? Aren't they visiting Ryuma's to they pay respects at the grave of the hero? Ryuma.
He was born in the West Blue?
Yeah, you didn't watch the special?
Oh, Ryuma. Wait. Oh, Ryuma. Oh, okay.
The
Sorry.
1,000 mercies or whatever, 103 mercies.
Yeah.
That joint.
And honestly, no, I did not watch the special. Yeah, sorry.
Special's dope.
Do I have to pull your card?
You never asked me.
I never asked you. I just thought you would watch it. You were a One Piece fan.
And what happens when you assume?
Apparently, I'm an ass
out of you and me.
Apparently, just an ass of me.
I'll get to it.
It's been out for 2 years.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Really? It came out 2 years ago?
I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of you, Danny. All right, let's get to the first 2 pages. 63 years ago, the partner of Chief Ja Rule, oldest of the giants today. Chief Ja Rule, Beardfall, Jarul was killed by a young girl. Mama. The girl, a human, half destroyed an entire giant village. Her name was Charlotte Linlin, and we see flames stoked behind. And she would later be known as Big Mommy, Emperor of the Sea. As it happened, in that very same year, Elbath was afflicted by disaster after disaster, fires, gales, and cold snaps that affected their crops, and poor fishing hauls as a result of the extreme weather. That brought this normally fertile land to the brink of starvation. You see, it's because of the child. The kingdom is now under its curse because you didn't kill it like I told you to. But surely that's a coincidence. As we see Estrid, big mad, angry, looking at her little baby crying, Loki. Hey, it's looking at me. I mean, I don't know. That's the voice I feel like that baby made.
No, bro, you killed it.
That was fire. Yeah,
that was coming.
Prince Loki, kick it out. Don't let that monster near me ever again. If F them kids was a person. Prince Loki, you mustn't approach your mother's chamber. Big ass baby, put out those beast eyes or this country is ruined. It's all under a curse.
Dude, he's a big ass baby. That's a big ass baby.
How the baby the
boss
size
baby.
of Boss Baby is on, like, these are giants, right? These ain't even regular
Yeah.
humans. So Loki as a baby is the size of a regular human?
Bro, he's fucking huge.
Wait,
That's
those are.
wild.
Wait. Oh,
Well,
okay,
I mean,
okay,
like
okay.
giants. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if
a regular sized
Like,
giant.
imagine if we met a baby the same size as a human.
It's bigger than us. Bigger than us, honestly.
I mean, the way these kids be getting fed now, who knows? It might be coming soon. These kids
Oh
are tall
my
as hell
God.
now, bro.
I saw a video of some dude who's like 14 years old, like 6'9", playing basketball. He did some like 360 windmill like in mid game. It's like, what, bro? Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Like, can I be that tall, please?
I'm begging.
I'm like 5'2", bro. Not actually, but like I feel like I'm 5'2". Like I look at my friends. I look at all my friends with like a crooked neck because I'm so small.
With a crooked neck.
I'm looking up like this, bro. But anyway, do we think the famines of Elbath are happening because of Loki, or do we think they're happening because his mom? She's about the omens, and I think she might
got
have
another
accidentally
thought.
done it.
I thought that maybe Mother Karma was creating all this.
Oh my god, I forgot about Mother.
How come?
Well, Mother Karma can create like the same way like Crocodile did that little shiesty thing in Alabasta. You know what I mean? Makes me think, okay, if Big Mom is here, that means Mother Carmel is here. Mother Carmel can create a sun. She can also maybe create her own cloud. She can potentially have the ability to manipulate weather conditions to bring Elbath kind of into ruins, to be forced to depend on the government even more.
Oh, okay.
But
that's a really good theory.
It could just be bad shit happen. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's like high key fire. I actually have something that connects into that, but we have to read more of the chapter. So don't forget that. Come back. We'll definitely come back.
He said, "You better remember that."
Because it's about predictions about what's gonna happen. But yeah,
I definitely don't think it's Loki. I'll just say that I really feel like this one guard here who's like, but surely that's a coincidence, ma'am. Like, what the fuck are you talking about blaming some little kid? Like, this man's looking at her like, girl, are you serious right now?
Listen, I respect that she's kept this like attitude to the end. I gotta respect that.
Really?
What? I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna act like she's standing on bits, she's standing on what she believes.
That's terrible.
It's messed up. It's messed up, but she's standing
terrible.
on it.
I really hope somebody told King Harold when he comes back, be like, yo, this was your woman's talking about Loki like this. And like we're gonna see later on, like how that, like, look at him, he's crying out for his mom.
He's
and
a baby.
He's a baby.
I need to see her get curb stomped. That's what I needed. That's what needed to happen. Like
brother, like dill pickles. I'm crying.
Except those eyes. I'm not gonna lie, those eyes do look a little wicked. And the horns.
No, I just want to hold him and give him little wooty. Like, look at his little face, bro.
Big Mom in that panel looks menacing as ever. Jesus
I was so happy.
Christ.
I was so happy to see a big Mom in this. I'm like, are we entering like Odin backstory territory right now? Like in regards to like the
Absolutely.
level of lore we're about to get?
I guess so.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Oda's not fucking around with backstories no more. He is putting major lore in these like we didn't get this level of lore in what? Well, actually, I was gonna say Frankie, but in Frankie's backstory, you still saw like Roger and the crew and all that,
Yeah.
and him meet them, and that's pretty cool. And you find out, yeah. So not
Yeah.
his. I mean, Chopper. Okay, how about Choppers?
Chopper.
You don't,
Yeah.
see, you don't see Jack and Chopper.
Yeah, there's nothing in Choppers because like I was gonna say it's not much in Brooks until like the Laboon is cool, right? But like now at this point, I'm waiting. We gotta wait for the second Brook backstory.
Yeah,
now.
he said times 2. But Oda pulls him out. Here's the second backstory. Like, oh my god, the whole Sanji shit with like Vin Smoke and all that. It's like so unexpected.
Did not see it
it's
coming,
like,
bro.
not at all.
Did not see it coming.
At this point, the Nami being a celestial dragon or like a descendant of somebody, the stocks are up. At this point,
I didn't even know that was
even
a thing.
Zoro. Yeah, people think
well,
that
no, the
like,
Zoro stocks.
Remember, well, no, the Zoro stocks are high because he comes from like Wano royalty.
No, we already know his whole family tree, bro.
I know we know now, but like, who would have thought that even Zoro had a crazy backstory and came from like such a lineage in Wano? But either way, the whole Nami thing. Remember that Belmare found Nami with her sister at like some battlefield, and that I don't know. They could have been royalty from that whatever nation that was in.
Or maybe if it was God Valley. Nah, not God Valley.
Well, no, I was thinking that it could have been like a separate hunting competition. Like it could have been like the next one because they do it however many times. So it could have been again like the same royalty. That's what I think. Like Gunko's like was royalty before like the whole type of thing, and that's how Brook knew her. You know what I mean? Like the connection between that.
Well, you saw that once again, Danny, the translation things becomes an issue. But you see that there were translation changes in the physical volume in regards to the Oda box for Gunko.
Yeah. But apparently she is a saint, and she comes from some family.
Yeah, Myanmar.
Oh yeah. I did see that with the SVS stuff. Yeah. The Myanmar or something like that.
Yeah,
Meyer family.
So they corrected the box again because no translation can be trusted. Respectfully, you just gotta take all the information. But they updated it so like now it says that Gunko inside the panel when they introduce her and I was about to say Stab, but what's that boy name? Shamrock.
Stabs.
Yeah. Because like Stabs go so much harder than Shamrock.
It does. I thought it was the silliest thing in the world until I heard his actual name was Shamrock, and I'm like, damn. Stab's so much better.
We made something better. But let's read a couple comments before we go into the next 2 pages. Zahir was good. See you in the chat. Devin. What's he talking about? It'll take a long time. Oh, he's talking about Kimmy liking One Piece, like actually changing her mind. It's not being a hater. Dynaxily, calling Loki a monster when Linlin literally murdered someone. Linlin was blacked out, guys.
Yeah, she was crashed out.
She wasn't there. That was what's Cavendish's alter ego name? Mofuba or whatever. When he's not present. That's what that was. She doesn't want to admit she's the real monster. Listen, they both monsters. How about that? Estrid and Loki. What's good, guys? Black Clover season 2 coming out in 2026. Anime onlys will switch up on Black Clover. I think. Well, one, I'm hyped for Black Clover because I just stopped reading it once it went on like 4 month. Well, it went on like a year break. It felt like, and then it comes back every 4 months now. Every 3 months.
Yeah, we're getting a new chapter. We're getting 3 chapters in August.
I think that anybody who actually stuck through Black Clover, like past like the first like 10 to 15 episodes, likes Black Clover. Like it's honestly,
it's like fairy tale.
All right, I wouldn't call it fairy tale.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's better than like My Hero and JJK in my opinion.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's better than fairy tale.
It's better than fairy tale.
You know what? We'll save this discussion for another time. We're not going to get into this right now because I got to brush up on my fairy tale. It's been like literally 10 years since I indulged in fairy tale content. But yeah, Black Clover I think is good. I don't think I would put it up. It's hard to put it up against the other, big 3 of its up and coming time. My Hero and JJK.
Man, listen, man, you give me luck with the lightning powers, and I'm a sucker, bro. Once somebody got lightning powers, then I'm sold.
It's over. I'm ready.
I don't know. That's so funny you say that because Luck was one of my least favorite characters. Yeah. Luck was one of my least favorite characters. I just felt like his character was just so generic.
I like Luck.
He was a crash out through and through. He was baby Kenpachi.
That's literally the entire Black Bulls team is just a team of crash outs. It's just smoke, and they're on smoke. The whole scene with Finral and his brother, like, and then there's just
that scene is so good.
He literally like gives a look. Everybody's like, "Yo, hop off,
the boys
what
lock
are you
in.
doing?
You see my man's down? Why are you trying to stop him out?
Even the sheep girl gave him that boost, and they just went, "Choom."
Yo,
like ready to go.
My favorite guy is one of my favorite guys is the poison guy, though. The guy who always
Gordon.
talks like this, he really mumbles.
Oh, yeah.
Gordon. I love Gordon, bro. Yo,
that's such a wild card, bro. Gordon.
He is, dude. Every time he's on screen, he's so funny, and when he locks in, it's scary.
Wow, boy.
This show's mad good, bro. Orange Clover is what it should be called.
Word. You want to take the next 2 pages?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay. I'm hungry. I'm sorry, sweetie. That was the last loaf of bread we had. Should we go raiding? It would be easy to take from the humans. That's a part of Elbaf's history, isn't it? Don't be a fool. Elbaf was always fought with pride. Ha! That's just a story we tell ourselves. The huntsman of village is attacking us. What? Them? They've taken out other villages too. Grab your weapons. Don't let them pillage us. At this time, Elbaf had little internal cohesion and cooperation. Civil wars were not uncommon. With the desperate food situation, the fighting only grew worse and many died. The country was plunged into chaos, and over time, from what I heard, that prince at the castle is accursed. The people grew sick within their hearts. Hang on! Hey, Howden! No, oh, sorry, that's the old man. Hey, Howden, your brother has put a curse on this land. He's trying to kill it. Huh? You're his brother, so you must be a sacrifice. Huh? Why? My son's the sweetest, cutest boy in the world. Then that means he's got to live to be the oldest boy in the world. Shut up, Ida. You had no right to seduce Harold like that, outsider. You shut up. Love has no borders. Don't touch my mom. Boom, and then the fist of God comes from love.
Fist of God. Yo,
this hand of mine
really
is burning red.
You look for any excuse to say that, bro. The G Gundam chant.
Listen, bro, G Gundam. If that gets a remake, the world will finally know peak.
Right?
Does it need it?
Nah, it doesn't. Nah, it might.
Yeah, I
know. They might need to take out the Tequila Gundam.
I was gonna say
that Tokyo Ghoul remake is coming soon. I cannot wait for that. I need that.
I thought it was just the intro that they were remaking. They're gonna remake it.
I don't know. I thought I heard it was a remake, but I could be wrong. My information could be incorrect.
I could be wrong too. I could be wrong.
Yo, Sarah, I see you in the chat. My fault. Fortunately, we do have Twitch open, but I mainly see the YouTube chat. So thank you for coming through from Twitch to YouTube. It's really hard to convert people like that. So thanks for coming through. But how you feel about these 2 pages, y'all?
Yeah, things escalated really quickly here with seeing the way Elbaf is just going into ruin with calamity after calamity that's been affecting them.
Yeah.
And ever since you said that thing about Mother Carmel, I'm like, I wonder if she was behind this too, that dirty bitch.
It's lore piece. It's lore piece, and the government is. You're 1000% right, and the government is behind it. I thought before this that Estrid was a government plant. That she was put there for like something to do with Loki for the government to be able to get Harold over that way. If it's not her, it's Mother Carmel. If it, 1000%, because there's no way you're like a nation like this. He decides to do peace, and then all of a sudden everything hits the fan at the exact same time. That's kind of very
and then everything gets better randomly.
Randomly at once, like with the snap of a finger. Yeah,
and we'll see, and we'll get to when things get better, right? But I mean, the thing is, I don't know the timeline off the top of my head because it switches from like 63 years to like 58, and I can't remember off the top of my head when So if somebody's able to tell me exactly when Mother Carmel died, then like this obviously breaks everything about my theory, right? But until I know for sure, I'm rocking out.
100%. And even if she died though, you still would be 99% correct. It would just be a different person. I'm fully with you on government manufactured. Like, I'm fully with you on this is done very meticulously and done very on purpose. I've thought that the entire time, because of everything that happened, King Harold in the castle, like turning over and like trying to get their devil fruit, King Loki in the flashback. Like, I have this panel burned into my mind, but he talks about the people, Harold being a government dog because he aligned himself with the people who killed rocks. It's like all of that verbiage just shows to me that they got to Harold. Harold decided to turn over. And I think, and again, we'll get to this at the end, but why he turned over is starting to become more clear. I think he was threatened. And again, we'll get to that towards the end. I'll give predictions after that.
Yeah. But it is crazy to see that, they are still holding their pride in regards to like not attacking humans. So the fact that they're kind of standing on that belief, but they, it's called an internal strife, which like even what's their names? I forgot who said it to Zoro before, when Zoro's kind of questioning the whole killing each other and the fact that people like feel funny about Harold being with somebody not from Elbaf and things like that, saying like, hey, they're still just humans, even though they're giants. Yeah, but I mean, by humans, I mean just the idea of having flaws and all these things that just a human being has. So that's interesting to see here. The crash out though on poor Hydrogen.
I know.
Man. I was scared for Ida in this moment. I was like, oh no, is this how she bites the dust? Is this why we don't see her in the future anymore?
I thought this was a moment.
He had a weapon in his hand and he was going for the kill.
Yeah, bro.
In my opinion. And poor Harjin, man. Damn. He's just taking the blunt of Loki's curse like that. I can understand. He grew up hating Loki. Well, and this thing was just a baby.
A lot of people, again, like, it's like purposely trying to read One Piece without looking at the entire scope of the characters. Oh, Hiruden's I hate him so much. Like, he's evil. Like, dude.
Why did he stand up for his brother?
It's the same thing. He's a baby. Him and Loki are a product of the circumstances that they were raised in. You know what I mean? Hiruden, again, has to take the burden of Loki's curse, like you just said. He has to take everybody getting mad, and it's being put on him because Loki's not touchable. Loki's in the castle. They can't take their anger out on Loki. Well, Loki also would kill people, but like still there. So they're doing it on Hiruden and the people that Hiruden loves. Of course he's going to hate Loki. You can't blame him, just like you can't blame Loki for turning around and crashing out on the village, because he literally is just crashing out because his mom. He's just like, his mom tortured him when he was a child.
Literally. We're talking about trying to keep children, 5-year-olds accountable.
Yeah. What?
Naruto could never.
Yeah, he just paints a couple faces on the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Loki's raiding his village.
Yeah, he gonna start wilding out, but we're not there yet. We're not there. All right, Dan, you want to take the next two?
Yeah. So coming out of nowhere, we see King Harold's almighty punch onto this guy assaulting Ida. Don't make me pound you, even though you already did.
Hey, yo.
King Harold, Daddy Harold, why do you turn on one another, my brethren? Your Majesty. In the same breath that I heard about the birth of Loki, I learned that my kingdom was suffering from starvation. I went at once to the countries with which we have ties, and without a single word, they went and loaded up their ships with massive piles of food. Each human has but a tiny body, but they banded themselves together, country after country, and brought enough food to fill our giant bellies. Let us be grateful for their aid. We're here, King Harold. Hey, how do we dock at this island? Let us savor the food they have brought us, and when they in turn need our help, let us give it freely.
Jesus.
The world we've lived in is so much smaller than the real thing.
Bar.
Man,
the world we live in is so much smaller than the real thing, even though they're giants. Bar. Absolutely, that was a bar.
Yeah.
Cooked. His pen was on fire when he wrote that.
Yeah, I mean, you put your whole voice into that one.
Yeah, well, I had to follow up such good voice acting from the previous two.
He said, I got competition now. You guys want to show out on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, it was the writing, honestly. Like he said, like that, the writing, his speech and everything. This is a king.
It's a king.
I'm sorry. I really was thinking bro was a fraud. He was an asshole. He was secretly, but like, damn, eating my words, man.
No, but you know what? Yeah, you are. First of all, yeah,
Yo,
thank
you the
for-
flip
This is
up
the
was
first time you
crazy.
said that.
That
This is
flip
the
up
first time
was
you said that.
crazy. You was about to
I'm
let
dead.
me rock.
But wait, hold on. With King Harold, listen, I think he's starting to act kingly, but I think there's going to be a heavy reason as to why he joins the world government. I think he's going to justify it within himself. I don't think you're that far off. I do think
he believes in me.
He's like I think he's like a righteous asshole. Like he thinks he's doing the right thing for his people, and thinks the world government is going to be the people who are able to protect Elbaf Island. But
you heard what Loki said? Make Elbaf great again, bro.
Bro, stop.
You heard what Loki said?
I'll tell you this. King Harold could still be a fraud, and this is why, right? This man looks exactly like Kaido. Right?
He's the spitting image of Kaido. He's the spitting
Ida's son, and that's not Estrid's son. So this man's out here clapping cheeks across the 7 seas. All right? He's a fraud. He is an unfaithful man.
I do not looking like Kaido is. I mean, does he? Yeah.
That looks exactly like Kaido.
I never thought about it. Because I was just saying
across the 7 seas.
Oh, he's a fraud. He's a phony.
That makes him a fraud, or does that just make him a Rolling Stone?
A Rolling Stone. No, listen. It is what it is. I don't really give a shit. But he does look like Kaido.
He looks identical to Kaido.
And Kaido he has ancient giant in him. What with the horns and everything? We're getting more.
Well, we don't know
lore
that for
on.
sure.
Well, they're not Onis, bro. They're not Onis. He's over here saying, Yamato, we are Onis. No, you're not, bro. You're an ancient giant. Quit playing.
You don't even know who you are.
Even to this day, like Oda, like, do we really think that there's another race out there called Onis?
No, not from anybody else. It's fully ancient giant. Like
he's an ancient giant. And who else? We know that there aren't that many guys out there with ancient giant blood.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the math is mathing. It was probably King Harold canoodling with some broad in that liquor town, because that's where Kaido grew up. A, the liquor, B, King Harold, equals C, Kaido.
Wow, man, that's trigonometry right there, boy. You had the whole thing.
Pythagoras theorem over here.
But I mean, anything else? I mean, do we trust everything that's happening here? You see, people randomly showing up with food.
I don't trust shit. He's such a sellout. Bro went to we'll see it in a couple panels, but he's such a I can't even speak about it right now. We gotta move on. But again, in the same breath that I heard about the birth of Loki, I learned that my kingdom was suffering from starvation. Why'd you hear about both at the same time from who, bro? What you mean? It sounds meticulous. It sounds methodical. Again, I heard about the birth of my son and the starvation. It sounds like somebody's trying to stir up trouble in order for, again, to gain trust from King Harold, to turn around and be like, we can solve the many problems that are starting on your island.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. They're doing it on purpose.
World government, dynastically accent, wonder if any of these countries are world government associated. So everybody just got to change their heart these days. This is strategic. This is strategic. Bleed them of their resources.
One more thing I want to point out. Did King Harold always have that face tattoo? And if not,
I think he did. I think he did. From the earlier things when his hair was shorter, when he was kicking in that building, I think he did. Yeah.
I think he did on that. I have it. I have it on my phone.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just wondering, where could he have gotten that from?
You think it's an abyss tattoo? That's wild.
No, not an abyss tattoo, but okay, maybe it was 52. Oh, he did. He did have it when he was
yeah.
It was on that side profile. But he got long hair now, looking like a poppy.
He looking like Kaido.
Looking like your son.
Looking like he could be my dad. Oh.
No, what? Bro, what is happening? Bro woke up feeling loopy. I gotta respect him though for at least protecting his baby moms. I'll give him that.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Let's get to these next 2 pages. Shortly before Harold's return, Queen Estrid passed away, and to her dying breath. It's a dying breath. She spitefully blamed the kingdom's ills on the curse of Loki, her own son. Fuck them kids! Naturally, the people believed that the curse was responsible for her death. Loki, my son. As Harold plays with Loki, Loki just looking down at him like, whose man is this? He was born with an affliction of the eyes, I'm afraid. Though he can see, I assure you. The poor lad. Can you smile? I suppose not, after losing your mother. At just a few months old, Loki abandoned any hope for love. He's got a lot of bruises. Well, we know where those bruises come from.
That's
Meanwhile,
terrible.
Harold's diplomatic ties paid off, and Elbas survived its long winter. Branch Route 1, that's right, it will promote friendship and trade between villages. But between rebuilding the shattered country and his many foreign trips, Harold was tremendously busy. Horrid thing. And so, the care of Loki fell to his regent, Estrid's older brother. Horrible. This was a bad decision. It's dangerous down here. This is the underworld. No, the sea separates us from the underworld. The beast can't reach us here. As we see Ida and Hadradin yapping at Ida's tavern. That's so sweet of you to be worried about me, though. You're going to do your warrior training with Elbow in the Western Village, right? I'll stop by on the way home. Fishermen, the shipwrecked, pirates, all comers are welcome here. This is Ida's bar. I just hope it helps Harold somehow. Kawaii.
Oh.
Dude,
That's sweet.
at the funeral, you just hear in the background, "No one mourns the wicked."
Oh God, see, that's my shit, and Danny does not like. Danny was not a fan.
I
Not
just
fan
didn't
of
care for
Wicked?
it. Yeah, I just didn't care for it. It's all right.
I was a theater kid, dude.
He said, "I'm leaving the stream." He said, "You know what? I thought this was a safe space. I'm."
No, I
It
grew
was
up a
cool.
theater kid. That's why. Like I ate that movie up so heavily.
Bro,
My
son.
God.
What is this feeling? Oh, come on, bro.
I knew the moment I laid eyes on
On
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, type
I was
shit.
there.
That was my.
He said, "I was there."
I was there.
Not-
can't wait for
Danny was in the
movie
background of the
to
Wicked movie, like I was there when they was dancing in the library. I was there.
Oh my God.
Listen, it's not a bad movie. I'm not going to shit on it. It's just
Yeah,
not my
you
cup of
just
tea. I
don't
don't
like
like
musicals.
musicals.
But somehow you
Makes
like
sense.
K-pop Demon Hunter. Make it make sense.
Yeah, the movie's fire.
You gotta be
I don't know
very
what to tell you.
musicals are very like specific. If you don't like musicals, you're not gonna like the Wicked movie. If you love musicals, it's gonna be one of your favorite movies of all time. Like there's no.
So the thing is, I don't like musicals, but I think Wicked's story is so fire.
Wicked story is
So fire, bro. Like I was like, this is beating out so many Marvel movies right now, story wise.
for sure, 100%.
But let's get back on task. We always somehow go yapping on tangents.
That's my fault.
No, listen, we both have the problem here. That's why Kimmy, if she's usually here, she usually does not let us talk about anything else but what we're talking about.
Oh, One Piece, I'm crying.
So
That's funny.
we'll like when we do like Kagurabachi, she's like, we'll like just talk about something random. She's like, okay, we're talking about Kagurabachi. I'm like, damn.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
And she's the one with ADHD. What about us? But how we feel about these two
Undiagnosed.
pages?
To see that King Harold's over, to see that Loki's are like given, the narrator's telling us that he's given up on love is so sad to
How
see. And like you're just seeing Loki's face, he's just absolutely emotionless. And also seeing King Harold pick up Loki, knowing that Loki was bigger than those other guards, and seeing how he looks like a baby in King Harold's arms. That's
Finally, for once, right? I was like, finally, somebody he looks like a child for once, but the way he just looking down at him, see, this is why the Harold might be a fraud allegations is coming back, because why would you leave? He didn't hear about how his wife was acting at all.
Yeah, like nobody told him. Like, yo,
Yeah.
Estrid was like, you see the bruises, right? like, why isn't he questioning that? Like, where did my son get these bruises?
Yeah, I
Why
have
does
no
he have
idea.
bruises?
I have no idea. I think if the guards told him that Loki was abused by Estrid, Harold would legitimately crash out and kill everybody in the castle. Because you saw my son get abused and you didn't do anything. Like you saw my son get abused and you haven't told me yet. I think you might destroy those soldiers. But like it's so on Harold because again, why are you not questioning things deeper, bro? He's like 4 months old or whatever. Like, hello.
Also, how many times did she yeet, bro? To the underworld.
God, I hope it was just the one time. You'd like to think.
I feel like it was more than once. I feel like she gave it a couple tries over a couple months.
Probably made a game out of it.
Let's target practice over here. Let's see if I can hit the same spot twice.
He just took Loki, jab step.
Well, he's so big, so you got to roll him down like a bowling ball or something like that. Nah, this is not funny. Why are we doing this? It's sad. It's sad, Mom.
Sorry, Loki. My fault. Loki,
I mean, it's sad. Like, it really sucks to see like a child's full sense of joy just disappear. So, but at least Harold is giving Boruto's dad right now.
Like Naruto? Just because he's so busy.
Yes, that was perfect. That was a great reaction.
Awesome.
That was a great
best reaction
you didn't know you understood the assignment, and you did.
Because you said that, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Dude, no. We're bad for making jokes about Esther throwing Loki off the thing. But Twitter, when Loki was thrown off the overworld into the underworld, turning around and be like, "Look, he's the strongest Kaido on day 1." Bro, that's not what you're supposed to get from that panel at all.
That's actually what that's exactly what I mean. Even how this ends, I'm like, ooh, Kaido low diff.
Kaido low diff.
All Twitter was focused on was the power span. It's like, bro, come on.
And then leaving him with the older brother is like, damn, you just putting this boy through it.
Yo, that was wicked work. Who thought that was a good idea?
Like, that's the move.
Like, you don't think like somebody in King Harold's court would have been like, yo, bro, if I'm being honest, you probably shouldn't do that. Like, pick literally anyone else.
Yeah. I'm loving it. Also, gotta give context because like this is definitely the bar that like Shanks and all them be at, right?
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
True. You know what? Why didn't Ida just stay in the castle with Harujin and just like help watch over Loki?
They said she couldn't.
Why?
Because she's a half-breed.
No, she don't got to be married to him, but she can like be his concubine.
They said no. They said no muggles, bro. No muggles, bro.
I don't know. I think that's a little weird. Like she should have been able to like stay somewhere.
Also, Estrid would have been at her clap if she was in that castle.
No, but Estrid's dead now. That's the thing. Ida could have been there. She's not that busy. She's out here running a tavern with like right now at this moment. No one knows about it. No one's going there.
They got these random elders from the Konoha village running this thing somehow, bro. I don't know who they are. They're shadowy figures.
Donzo's here. Like with the actual like Elbaf and making everything. There's a Donzo somewhere.
The Heaven Realm. That's
exactly.
Whoever,
exactly.
Which, like, please, Oda, show us the Heaven Realm one day.
Speaking of going to heaven, so if we're saying that this is the tavern that Shanks and the red-haired pirates go to all the time, we ain't never seen Ida there. So the Ida death flags are there.
We don't know yet. I mean, unless we go back because I haven't looked back at other panels from back then but I was watching randomly the Shanks and Kid dub to just kind of see what it was like. So like not right as soon as he attacks him, but the moment when they bring up that Ben Beckman took away Kid's arm. And you see Colin in the background, like I'm like watching. I'm sitting here like, wait, Colin is right there. Like, well, I'm like I wasn't processing how much like he was just like active, and you kind of already see his palette, like his color palette and stuff like that, or how everything looks. And I'm like, man, the little details from before that's just like little, like you just don't catch on till later. Maybe she is in the background. I'm saying we didn't really pay attention because we didn't know who she was.
Yeah, maybe.
People also crashed out on me because in that same exact thing, or like I forget when it was, you saw the new Giant Warrior Pirates color palettes. And you know how Oda in the recent volume cover or whatever, it was all the new Giant Warriors with like Gerd and Hyridin and all of them. He changed the color palettes. It's way more bright in this one, and I'm not the biggest fan of the newer one. I was a fan of the older one, the one that they showed in the anime. Like it cooked because it was more like the darker undertones that like Dorian Bragi had. You know what I mean? Like they kind of established that with Elbaf, and then just make him a little bit more bright. And everybody's like, no, you don't understand enough. The author's like, no, it was preconceived. It was right fucking there. Colin was there. They were there the whole time, and it's so cool watching the shit back. You know what I mean? Like the established characters that we have no idea about, but you know Oda was cooking already. Like that's the shit. And I love the world building too. I really do hope we get a lot of the Heaven world because again, Oda with this flashback with all of Elbaf's world is getting really fleshed out.
Yeah.
Like it seems like he's been wanting this for a long fucking time.
I mean, they said in the chat, like we're in the final saga, you know what I mean? And Elbaf being like one of the oldest countries that holds like it kind of all needs to go down now so that we can finally reach the end of this goddamn story. But I'm looking at it, volume 112 that has all the palettes. So like Road has what, purple hair? Stanson is a Blackbeard, just like Hadrian. Gerd is blonde, and Goldberg has orange hair, so red hair. They got Saul in the background too. It's a cute cover.
It's a cute cover for sure.
Yeah,
it's the fits. The fits they made more bright color than how they had it in the anime. Like,
it's more muted, things like that. I mean, even what people thought Loki's hair color was going to be originally. Besides, Grand Line was like the only one I can remember who like went straight up with like pink, purple, and like everybody.
That shit's gas though. Loki's entire design is so good. I love that shit.
That's the best design we've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe since Yamato.
And they even say
Yamato's
here,
design.
Yeah, Yamato's top tier, especially like the hair alone, like the highlights,
the hair, the horns, the side boob.
Everybody ate. Everybody ate. But they're noting here as well that like Loki can see through the bandages. So what's the deal with bro's eyes for real?
Yeah. I don't know. We got to get the lore. Maybe Frankie will run into another tree branch that explains the demon eyes.
And I'm just so I'm so on team he doesn't have a devil fruit. I'm so on team he doesn't have a devil fruit. I'm like, what? The more this comes out, the more I'm on team. Just because of how strong, how like unnecessarily strong he is. Not just that, how unnecessarily strong he was on day one. When he was in the underworld and he defeated those monsters, he's a newborn baby who got thrown from top to bottom and just survived it and defeated monsters on his way back up from crawling the tree as a you know how the elders are like they were introduced with devil names and not devil fruit names.
Yeah,
I feel like Loki has something to do with that. Loki was born as something of them, something of in the Harley text, maybe born as that Hellfire Serpent, just something like that.
Yeah.
Could he have eaten a devil fruit? Like, sure. And if it happens, like, I'm not gonna be mad. You know what I mean? Because obviously Oda's gonna cook with that shit as he always does. But it's very hard for me to believe he was born with eyes that look exactly like that and insane power from the get-go. And that's not like where the source of his power comes from. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if he has a devil fruit at this point, just give him the ability to turn small so he can be on the ship if y'all want him to actually be on the crew. Because he can't just be walking.
I've been seeing some people saying that Frankie's going to take more Adam's wood from Elbaf and upgrade the Sunny. I mean, not to an insane. He would have to do it to an insane degree.
He'd have to make it a city.
Yeah, kinda, right?
It'd have to be a city at that point.
Just so that Loki can stand, let alone lie down.
Just so he could do one of these like in feeble position or something like that on the ship. Right? He can't even like casually be like, I'm gonna walk around this joint.
I feel like this actual page that we're gonna read is gonna play into the lore of Frankie rebuilding the Sunny. I really do.
So if you want to get into that lore, you want to take the next two?
Let's do it. Oh yeah. 56 years ago, Ja Rule's home, Elbaf. So you were there for the incident at the Reverie, Herald? Yes, I asked a fellow royal to help me slip inside as a soldier. But in the end, the council would not hear me out. Traitor. She's asking. Oh my God, we'll talk about it. If not for all the uproar about that murder, I might have been imprisoned. If you were lucky, you'd only be in chains. That was reckless of you. Say, have you ever heard of the Galilea band? That group of hardy giant shipwrights? Hammer-wielding warriors, right? I thought they were a myth. No, they most certainly existed. They traveled to distant shores and sent a letter back to Elbaf from afar. It said, we have all been taken prisoner. Can you believe that? Who could possibly capture 100-strong company of our kind, with ancient giants among them to boot? You think that the world government did that? It's clear we had a great enemy at some point in the distant past, but all of that history was sunk under the sea one day. My point is, your failure to win them over might not be your fault. Some ancient enmity? I've heard stories on the wind about an army of giants put on ice and hidden somewhere. In any case, never forget that we have long been a threat to the rest of the world. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Oh, Prince Loki, killer of my beloved sister.
That's crazy work, bro. Crazy work.
Crazy work. So much. Oh my god. So much
here, dude. Like my first read through, I was sitting here like I just read those like, huh? And I said, wait a minute, what is he saying right now?
So much.
There's Titans in the wall.
Titans in the wall. Titans in the wall of Punk Hazard.
Actually, they're fully in Punk Hazard. That's crazy that he connected that. It's also Harold going to the Reverie. They would not hear me out because he was asking to become government affiliated, and they're cooking up a plan for this man's. Also, I hate TCB scans and their agenda. You guys need to hop off because when on that top right corner, the little speech bubble of "if not for all the uproar about that murder," they changed the goddamn translation in the early ones with the fan translation to assassination and not murder. They did that for agenda's sake. And we'll learn about that in the last page. They said assassination because they wanted to keep that off-guard fucking bullshit agenda. But no, murder. Shut up.
Yo. At first, I'm sitting here like, okay, what king could be the one that brought him into... First of all, how did he sneak into a reverie? He's an ancient giant. Nobody... They didn't raise a...
What do you mean slip inside as a soldier? Who soldier? Who? What?
Like the Gorosei are getting more and more incompetent the longer One Piece goes on.
King Liquor, King Whiskey. Where did you get an ancient giant to be your? I'm rolling with the agenda that's where King Harold met Kaido's mom. All right. So let me have it. All right.
Jesus.
Yo, wait, that Loki cooked.
I didn't have words. I'm sitting here like
that Loki cooked. What the fuck?
You're asking what king? That's your king. Crickets.
I mean,
because I've been thinking about it, and everybody's saying that our guy who shows up on the last page used to be king, and I'm not about that agenda. That makes sense. What you said just makes sense. It makes actually a lot.
I was sitting here like, okay, maybe it's the old king of Alabasta, or maybe it was Neptune's daddy.
Nope.
I'm thinking too much. Apparently I'm thinking too little. I was thinking small fries over here.
Yeah, that was a really reckless move, though. He could have easily been captured as a slave, and that would have been kaputs for Elbaf.
I mean, I just don't know how it didn't raise a red flag to anybody there. Like, the world government, and the same people been in power. We're talking about 56 years ago. The same people that's in power now, the same people that was in power then.
Yeah.
Goddamn boys.
Yeah, the Gorosei. With the council that he wanted to talk to, I wonder if that was the Gorosei or if that was like a council of celestial dragons or something.
I think it's just the
Reverie. Had to have been
the
Reverie. Oh, right. The Council of Kings.
Yeah. But Galilea.
Same Galilea that was on Water 7.
What do we got from here? Because I don't even know what to think at this point. Like,
so our ancient giant band of shipwrights has to do with the ancient Harley text that was written that Frankie's looking at. I think he's about to see text / learn from these people across timelines a little bit, you know what I mean? From readings and stuff like that. I think they are the people who built the Noah for Joy Boy way back when. And I think because you look at somebody brought up the panel somewhere that they talked about being able to possibly repair it one day. Example, Frankie.
Yeah.
Because he learned from them. And of course, these people were taken prisoner by what would it be? The world government, an enemy at some point. Why would they be considered an enemy? It's like Zunisha. Zunisha helped Joy Boy. That's like the biggest crime that you could commit in One Piece, to have like your entire fucking like race of people be taken by the world government or hunted. I think they built the Noah for him. And I think that's what it was, is that they were taken prisoner because they helped Joy Boy, obviously. Yeah. That ship's huge.
Yeah.
Like, the ship's ginormous.
They killed Tom for building Gold Roger's ship, so tomato.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
And it's like the blueprints, the Pluton joints, like that being connected to them. We're talking about people who were able to, they were shipwrights, but they were also hammer-wielding warriors. So the idea of an ancient weapon, per se, and then like it being a ship, the connection to possibly Wano, because we don't know the timeline of when this happened, but because how old is Ja Rule? How many years old is he? So
5 something.
Right? Let me look it up actually.
Old as fuck.
Ja
I just
Rule
wonder like why Oda is bringing up this Golly
408.
band of 408. I was close. I just wonder like why is he bringing this up now? Like what relevancy is this going to play now or in the future?
Drasticness, I would say. Harold has to do something drastic in order to win over the world government. And again, I think it's going to tie into the guy who we see at the last page, giving somebody's name up, possibly. Oh my God, the Lord is going to cook so hard with this. But I think again, because they're basically talking about it's your like Ja Rule says, your failure to win them over might not be your fault. Like it's clear we had a great enemy at some point in the distant past, but all that history is sunk. It feels like Harold's got a huge hurdle to come over, like to get over, and in order to get his people over that and to get protection, he has to give them an insane reward for it. An insane reward of God level proportions, an insane reward of God level that might sink into a valley type proportions.
Or the one thing Emu's always wanted is, I need the Giants on my side.
Exactly.
It's the only way my plan works. So I think it's genius in itself that Oda is like going back to like Punk Hazard and answering, these questions. And then I'm looking at Dynaxles' chat. Who's this giant with horns? The whole time he was there with the "Don't be suspicious" song in his head. And the reverie. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So if so let's say that Galila band of giants are the ones that are in Punk Hazard. If they're frozen, do you think that if they become unfrozen, they'll become alive again or nah? This isn't like.
I guess we got to bring back Gecko Moria.
I'm crying.
They
could. Have we ever seen somebody frozen for a long time who's like
in One Piece?
You know yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a rule for Oda to make up as it goes along, and I think he can do whatever he wants with it. Like it's literally just, do I want to have these people basically have their vitals be frozen and be able to be thawed out, or like do I want them dead? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Depends.
Oh, I'm just now thinking about the Frankie with the ship thing, because if a bunch of giants just help Frankie upgrade the Sunny to like the million Sunny, then I guess they could have Loki on the show. Yeah, I'm thinking about it more.
The math is mathing.
Like it's not impossible.
The million Sunny goes hard.
The million Sunny does go hard.
The million Sunny. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else here we want to go through before we go to the next 2 pages?
No, I feel like if we want to talk anymore, we really have to get through the rest of the
We
content. We haven't even gotten to the meat.
We haven't even gotten to the good part.
It was just kind of crazy because this chapter's cooking.
All right, Danny.
All right. So continuing off with Estrid's creepy ass brother saying, "Killer of my beloved sister. Let's see what rotten scraps shall I feed you today. Oh no, the lucky horse is dead. Oh no, the regent is dead, down in the underworlds." And we see quite a bit of a smile from Loki. 48 years ago, Harold built 8 branch routes in Elbaf, unifying the country and creating a vibrant trade between villages. My dream for us is to be connected to every country and for giant kind to be able to live all across the world. You're the best, King Harold. I can scarcely remember how he used to be. Harold is now a king for the ages. Why do you look so pleased, Harujin? You're You're not the king's real son. Loki's our only prince. You're just a bastard. And we see Harujin giving a wicked side eye, and Loki's just grinning with joy. Look out! King Harold has gone on another of his trips, and you know what that means. Bolt your doors and bring the children indoors. And now we see Loki and a band of animals tearing through the village. Loki, meanwhile, caused harm and destruction. Come on, boys, destroy them. This is Elbaf, land of the mighty. The weak don't deserve to live. Yeehaw!
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah.
And mocked those who ran from him, as you see villagers hiding and running away. But somebody steps up to bat. Hey, Loki!
I'm not gonna lie, these 3 panels at the top right, when bro's starting to age up, I'm like, yo, let's go. That look kind of cold, that middle design. You got a little ascot.
Oh, okay, I see that. Yeah.
Got a little ascot.
But then he traded that shit out.
He looks mad like Doflamingo in the top right. Like without like if you took the horns off, like he looks like Doflamingo's twin.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see that, like, you know, from what it seems like, Harold traveling around the world and seeing how everybody else does things is like he's rechanging the infrastructure of how Elbaf just moves as a nation. So colonization, it's happening. The world government's infiltrating.
Hardcore.
Yeah. King Harold looks really pleased with himself here in that one panel about unifying the villages and the trade routes and everything.
He look like it's just giving a little mark of evil in that panel. Like,
yeah, it's a little menacing.
The way his eyebrows are formed, it's like you look a little too schemish for somebody.
I've met Eisen. I've seen him. I met Eisen. I know.
I was there.
I was there. I was in Soul Society. See that in the background? See that Mundo Hueco? I was
me.
Mundo Hueco.
But these adults are nobody like kids in Elbaf. Because the way they just talking to Hydra, like he Jon Snow.
And those are guards.
Like he's Jon Snow. That ass, bro.
Yeah, man. Harujin's getting it from everybody. This kid can't catch a break. Now I know why he's so salty towards Loki. I get it.
Bro, this like Loki. I mean, granted, we're gonna see Loki kind of do something to him, but like it just seems like the everybody else in the village is doing more to Hydrogen than Loki himself. I mean, Hydrogen's about to play himself. He's about to play himself though. You shouldn't have stepped. You don't. How you gonna try the big bro, little bro? Big bro.
Yeah, don't step to the prince, bro.
But yeah,
don't step to the future torturer of the Straw Hat Pirates.
Future torturer.
That's a crazy position.
Crazy. I thought so stupid as the torturer, bro.
I hate when your brain starts to process. Like somebody says, like, actually, you know what? I like what he said there.
But you know what's funny? I feel like characters like Zorro and Robin would be right there with him as like his helpers.
Oh yeah,
those two would
definitely Robin.
Out of anybody else in the crew, yeah, definitely Robin.
Definitely Robin.
Got the menacing look behind her, like all of a sudden you just see hands spread out. Yeah. Like, I'll say that shit again, bro. Tell me where it is. Like,
actually, having Loki and Robin lead the torture while Usopp asks the questions would be peak.
That'd be so fucking funny.
That would be peak. That would be peak. He'd be walking around like a little suit, like, okay. Tell us where tell us where the blueprints are before I have the bad
Chopper on like Loki's head or Loki's shoulder. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you making up banter on the ship is so.
See, like you can already see Loki on the ship.
Listen,
I've seen it from the beginning. Come on. Oh, everybody who's switched up, bro. I don't want to hear nothing. As soon as Loki came down to him in the chains, I said he's breaking this man out. Ragnarok starting. We have a straw hat, bro. Don't stop. And everybody's like, no. Everybody said that with Yamato. No, but you don't understand. You don't understand. This is different. This time is different.
I don't know, man. That sounds like delusion. I felt like that for Yamato too, and look what happened. It was perfect. We had a bath scene and everything. It was so Straw Hat. And what did Oda do?
Yeah, but also, like Loki's got a reason to leave. Like Hyruden could literally stay back and be the king, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yamato had to stay for Momonosuke.
Yeah.
Like
They had no hands.
Loki, out of everybody who is possible, like Vivi,
He can go.
Garrett,
They don't need him
He,
there.
he literally can leave. He does not have to stay. If Oda
Luffy-
wants him gone, he 100% can go.
Luffy literally said that. He's like, if Elbaf doesn't want him, I'll take him.
Exactly.
He literally said that word for word.
Bro
so-
said it's a free agent. He said, "You just got LeBron on the bench. I'm taking him."
Loki not wanting to join the Straw Hats is kind of giving Frankie not wanting to join, but everyone around him had to be like, "Bro, you need to go. You
Yes.
need to go." So
This
it's
was
probably
giving
gonna be the same.
Frankie, Like
Yeah.
Loki fucking like running around being a menace. Like it's
Yeah, that's
Frankie,
true.
Yeah, when he was with his pirates and everything like that.
Yeah, but listen, Boruto's dad could never. Boruto's
that's
dad could never. Well, because
that's
like
your clip
Hajuden
for
is
the-
doing like all the things that Naruto did in regards to trying to actually do his goddamn job, and therefore the kid turns out to be like a problem. You know what I mean? Well, also neglected, right? Naruto wasn't there for his kid's birthday. He sent the clone, which is always grimy to me in my head.
I just think that that's okay. I don't know.
Danny,
Listen, a clone is a you. It's the same. That's you. You get
a
the memories.
shadow clone? You could have left
You're
the shadow clone at the
physical.
office. You could have
That's
went.
true. That's true. You
Right.
could have left the shadow clone at the office. You're right there. You're right.
He sent a clone for his kid's birthday. Yo, Naruto, the most neglected child in like the history of anime. Well, he says, "Oh, I have a son now. Now here's your clone. You got more than what I did when I was a kid, little bitch."
That's true.
Like,
It's a hard knock life.
he said, "You
I
gotta
didn't get
learn
no
today."
clones. You know what? I had a packet of ramen for the third Hokage who didn't even show up.
Like, actually, yo, fuck the third Hokage.
For real. Anybody who tries to make excuses for him, I actually lose
Yeah, but he had
respect
to do his job, bro. What?
he had to leave.
Konohama would just be running up and down that office like it's nobody's business.
He let Sasuke live in a compound by himself with like the dead bodies of his clan. What are we talking about? Like that's not his
No,
job.
leaving him
He's
like
evil,
leaving
bro.
him in the cul-de-sac in the gated community over there, just dolly living alone. And then he just walks to school every day, like, okay, I'm leaving my neighborhood now, and now I can finally see people again. Like it's always quiet over there. This nigga be over there just kicking cans down the street. You know what I mean?
I
Just
never thought
dolly.
about that. I never thought about
When you overthink Naruto too much, you start to be like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just let him chill by himself. That shit was crazy.
But it's good to see. I mean, Loki's, once again, just knows he's being a menace. He's turning up. He's lashing out because of everything he's been through as a kid. He's screaming to make Elbaf great again. The weak don't deserve to live here. And he's taking advantage of his daddy going on a work trip.
Yeah. All right. You guys want to get in the next two?
All right. Don't mess up the village Dad worked so hard to rebuild. As Hajuden pulls up to Loki. Huh? He's my dad, not yours. That guy might get a lot of respect, but he tries to be friends with those tiny little bug humans. It's so stupid. As little bro looks down on big bro. You have to see everyone at the same eye level. Don't think you're special just because you're big, just like my mom. I'm special because I'm the prince. Whacked. Hit him with a mini thunder bagua. Don't ever talk to me again, shrimp. Hajuden, stay away, Gerd. Or Loki will think we're friends with him. And then he'll hit us. We are friends with him, dummy. Hajuden, are you okay? Quick, help him. As Loki looks back, ugh, can't believe he got friends. That little creep.
Did I
You're
just
a
catch you trying to have friends?
Look at this bozo, got friends. You little creep, you're a loser, Hajuden. Look at you weaklings licking each other's wounds. The son of a mother with tainted blood. Your Highness, that's enough. Calm down. He's the king's son as well. He don't call him a prince. But no matter how much he harmed and destroyed, Loki could never fill the hole at the center of his being. As he yeets himself off again into the same spot. I can't even die.
Damn.
That's just sad as hell.
First of all, Harujin is giving main character energy here.
Yeah, he really thinks he's the main character.
Giving
bro.
King of Elbaf energy.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Let-
He took his mother's lessons to heart and he's putting it on display and he's trying to stick up for his dad's village. Like, I like it, and he's got friends. He's got friends who are like willing to stick up for him. Like Gerd's a real one. I love that girl.
Yeah, I mean him being the half-blood prince that could be finally become king. Gotta do his thing here, but it's sad to see your boy just over here. It's like I can't even die. I was like, okay, Oda, you got me.
And I'm not gonna lie, those eyes did give me the ick there for a second there. I was like, ooh, I forgot he had those eyes.
Nah, bro, just
put the bandages on, bro. Put them bandages on. It's like when Kyler Curry shows his mouth. Donuts.
You saying Loki hit him with that mini Thunder Bagua? Like, why did Oda have to give him literally the same weapon? I'm over here like, the bloodline has a type of weapon.
It has a type.
So, I don't know, man.
It's like yeah, they're so related. I mean, King Harold was the strongest of his time. Kaito was the strongest of today. Loki's the accursed prince. Come on, bro.
Bro, Goldberg being on some like, yo, be careful. They're gonna think we cool with him. She's like, yo, we are.
We are.
Shut up, dummy.
What's wrong with you? He's like, I don't want the smoke. But he crashed it out for real. I'm like, damn. He's like, don't call him a prince, call him a hat. Like he just yapping and yapping, but all of that is just a front.
Well, this is so sad. Loki's entire. I know we're focused on obviously the end, but Loki's backstory is ridiculously sad. He's got Straw Hat level backstory. I'll say it. I'll keep saying it, and I'll say it till I manifest it true that Loki turns into a Straw Hat, bro.
At this point, we didn't even. Yamato got like what, a page or two. Well, she has like the ace. She has the ace stuff, and then like her being in the cave, inside the cave, and all that with the three warriors. So who knows?
Yeah, that's also the difference. Vivi never got this. Carrot never got this. Yamato never got this. You know who's getting it? Loki, bro. Yep. Loki's getting the backstory. It's here for a reason.
Well, in Danny's eyes, Vivi's a Straw Hat, so.
Well, Vivi's technically like honorary Straw Hat for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Corey, the crew considers her a member of the crew.
Oh my God.
You know this, right?
We're not doing this. We're not doing
everybody, even Zoro.
She's the homie on the outside. She's you know how friends have an inner circle and an outer circle? She's on the outer circle.
They've been through war together. She traveled on the ship.
She traveled on the ship for a week.
Oh my God. That's absolutely not true. They went to multiple different islands together.
It was a week.
Okay. All right. We're not going to get into this at this chat. We have a next page to go through.
We have the final page.
For the record, I looked it up. Kaido's from the Vodka Kingdom. So whenever we get this flashback of King Harold going to Mary Joie and we see him rocking out with the Vodka Kingdom king, we know what's up.
All right. Well,
so just for reference, the Vodka Kingdom.
Well, NK, you wanna finish us off and do us the honors for this final? I didn't plan for you to have the last one. It just so happens to work out that way.
I'd be fucking honored. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right, let's do it. Slice. What's up with this island? Where do you get inland? Ooh. Ah, there we go. Look, it's a giant kid, so this must be Elbaf. This one looks positively demonic. It seems too big, even for a giant. Is he crying? All right. No, hold on. No, I got to do the narration first. This man, whom Harold met at the revelry 8 years earlier, killed a Navy headquarters admiral and fled. Now the government has placed a heavy bounty on his head. All right, brat. You're going to say yes twice, because that's the answer I want from these questions. Question 1. Is this Elbaf, land of the giants? Question 2. Is Harold here? Rex D. Zebek, future captain of the Rex Pirates, father of Blackbeard.
Doom. This.
Oh my God.
Boys.
I
just don't understand how anyone cannot appreciate
the aura farming.
The
aura farming. What is he doing with the tool like this? Why
the
is
entrance
his tool like this?
The bird's eye view?
The Yu-Gi-Oh hair?
The Yu-Gi-Oh hair. The Yami Yugi drip.
Bro, get this man a Millennium Eye.
He's stripped out. People were saying this was a lazy design. Oh, he just looks too much like Blackbeard. I'm sorry, he's his father, but also too much like Blackbeard. What are you talking about? Dude's got the drip. Look at the coat. Look at the hair. I'm sorry, he's pulling up with the hand in his pocket, talking to Loki like that shit. He just looks like a pirate. Like he looks like a menace. He looks like that guy. It's not lazy. Shut up.
Is this a safe space, guys? Is this a safe space? Can I say my delusion and try to keep my agenda going a little bit here?
Yeah, go.
I feel like this face is half Buggy, half Blackbeard.
I've seen people say that.
You're not the only one.
And I'm not letting go of the dream. And even with this translation, why is the Z and the Beck so far away?
Ooh.
What is that? Z bacon, egg, and cheese? What is that?
Yo, you're crazy, bro.
Rocks D bacon cheese? I don't know. I don't know.
No, I've been seeing, listen, I'm not a hater of that theory because people are out here having multiple kids, right? Goldie Roger was out there spreading his seed that the government had to go on a witch hunt to find his kids. Would it be so ridiculous for Zebek to have had multiple kids? I see it.
I see it.
Listen, bro, this could be I don't know, man. Them being related, like the way that Zebek's face is here, like, yeah, the nose is so Blackbeard. But the eye situation is so that seems so intentional.
We also don't know Buggy's nose. We don't know what it looks like because he's always had the red nose on it.
I think that's really his nose.
What?
I think that's just really his nose.
That better be on an SBS. Don't play games.
I'm pretty sure that's just his nose, bro. It could be his mom. That could be his mom.
Okay.
People have mothers.
Are we gonna have like a red nose line of genetic people fucking out there in the world?
People have crazier features in the One Piece world, bro. Way crazier featers. Don Chin Jiao had a pointy head.
Fucking Katakuri's mouth, bro. What are we talking about?
All right.
Listen. All right, back to now. Now I can theorize. Before you were saying something about the government, right? The government being part of this. Okay.
Yeah, Mother Karma.
We also said and saw in one of the Herald panels where he's talking about how they're ancient. The one where they're talking about Galila, the band of ancient giant shipwrights, how they're ancient enemies, and don't worry because if they banish you or they shunned you, they didn't listen to you because they're stuff, right? I think Rox is heavily involved in why Harold might have been like aligned himself to the world government. I think in this next chapter, just little slight predictions. No spoilers or anything. This like total prediction. Spoilers have not come out yet for this chapter. So
it's
this
still
is
Sunday.
all
It's
just
Sunday
prediction.
still.
It's still Sunday, exactly.
Right.
They'll come out like tonight/tomorrow morning, or like the hints will start. I think Zebek is here for one reason and one reason only. I don't know. I'm not the person. I know I'm not the only person to think this, but Zebek is going to ask him to join his pirates. Like, I'm forming a crew. I've heard you were the strongest on the seas, like when you were younger. Join my crew. And Harold's going to say, obviously, no.
Yeah.
He wants to focus on Elbaf. I think Rox might have threatened him. We've seen when people accept Rox's invitation. We haven't seen when they say no. This was the dude who killed an admiral to get his first bounty. This was the dude who was throwing hands with Roger and Garp on God Valley. At least what we know. That's what we've been told. He is hitting the most menacing, one of the most menacing designs I've ever seen. He definitely threatened all of Elbaf and said, I'm going to come back, and if you don't do that shit, I'm killing you, bro. Or before that as well, or not really, or I think you know how there's a treasure of Hachinosu that the world government took to God Valley away from them?
Yeah.
I think he might have offered that to King Harold in order to get him to come over to his Rox pirate side. How Blackbeard gives out devil fruits to everybody. I think that might have been his thing for King Harold, and Harold might have told the world government that he knows where that treasure is, because obviously he's got it on him right now. He's not a part of Hachinosu yet. That doesn't happen for another 4 years.
Yeah.
So Harold, I think he told them. And I think Harold went to the world government and said, I have this for you. I have something that you will be able to take from this guy. I have his whereabouts, whatever. This is the guy who killed your admiral, like one of the highest bounties. I think he sold out Rox. And I think that's how he got aligned with the world government, is because of all that. I also think it connects to Figure with Garling. I think it connects back to Shamrock, because I think Garling is the person who ended up like dealing the killing blow on Rox and scarring Whitebeard. Like, I think it all just interconnects the plot, and that's a huge reason why it's like part of Loki's backstory, is because Harold is the one who did it. Henceforth, this might be like a 20 chapter flashback because we might end up getting God Valley. Like,
if it was gonna happen
Dude.
anytime, because I told Danny, I was like, when this backstory first started, I mean, even since some chapters where like it was like a chapter or two ago, I was like, he's speeding up a lot faster than I thought he would. Like, we didn't think we was gonna get 2 baby mamas in one chapter, right? We was like, we thought maybe it'd be a chapter apart, but I think we're gonna be in this backstory to the end of until at least until 2026, maybe.
I think it might happen.
I mean, we're already in July, like 2 weeks into July. I mean, with a few breaks.
Some breaks, yeah. Like, we
because
gonna
this can't be like the one or like Zebek. I feel like we're gonna have him in a few chapters. It's just not just gonna be 1 or 2.
Yeah, and this has to get back all the way to like when Harold dies, essentially. Like, this has to time wise.
Oh, right.
Get back to that point, and like now Oda's like showing us Zebek. He's not about to just casually, like, we are entering like when we got to Roger and Whitebeard, like that length of story. Like we didn't think we was gonna follow Roger to the One Piece. So
yeah,
there's a lot of possibilities here. Who we think sliced this mountain?
I see so many theories.
I really want to say it's Zebek, right? Because I don't think it's Whitebeard, right? Let's just rule him out immediately.
I think
it could be Golden Lion Shiki.
I think it's Shiki. Right? That seems like some Shiki behavior.
Yeah. He's shown to have that level of power. He's got the swords. They're not on his legs yet.
Yeah.
It could be him. I wouldn't be upset, but at the same time, I think to help with the introduction of the character, I think it makes sense for it to be Zebek. You know, like right now, for the power scalers out there, we're being told by the narrator that he killed a Navy admiral, and now we're seeing an Elbaf mountain getting sliced. I think it goes hand in hand that's Zebek.
Yeah, and we don't. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my fault. No, sorry. I'm just looking at the panel. The one where it says, there we go. Look, it's a giant kid. So this must be Elbaf, like after it all happened. Well, they could be because they defeated the beast or whatever. But yeah. Whitebeard's got his sword in his hand.
Is it in his hand or is it?
Or it could be
tied to his back.
Yeah, it could be tied to his back, like it is right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's tied on his back. And it doesn't seem like Zebek has a sword. Not that I can see, at least.
No,
I've heard three theories for Zebek on like.
Zebek has to chop fruit when it's awakened.
I've heard that. Yes. I've heard Opi no Mi, and I've heard Shiki. Those are the 3 things I've heard for the mountain. I think the theorist in me wants to turn around and say it's a devil fruit. The realist in me wants to turn around and say it's Shiki because he's just the only one in that picture with the sword. So it's like, come on. But like, I really, really want him to turn around and have the chop or the Obi.
Oh my god! An awakened chop fruit
would be
because the chop fruit is low-key underrated.
Yeah, because we're never gonna see it with Buggy. I don't think
he can't even get defeated with Slash.
Buggy. Yeah. I think it would make sense for it to be Zebek who shows us that.
Listen, bro, I'm not giving up on my Buggy being Zebek's kid theory, bro. Like Whitebeard telling Blackbeard to his face, it's not you he's waiting for. Maybe he's talking about Zebek more than he's talking about Roger. Right? He's talking about maybe he's talking about Buggy, saying he's waiting. He wants Buggy to be good, not you. I don't know. And just also like the fact that Roger kind of did the whole wanting Garp, feeling comfortable with asking Garp to look after his kid. It seems like that's something that Roger would also do. You know what I mean? Even with somebody who was his enemy. Like, you know what? I'm gonna take Buggy because he should be raised in a world where he doesn't have to be connected to his father's sins. You know what I mean? He can just be who he is as a pirate with me or whatever, etc. There's so many ways, and I just don't want to give up hope yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that Oda not only gave us a full face reveal for Zebek in this chapter, but also just confirmed that he's Blackbeard's father. He didn't need to do that.
He didn't have to do that.
It's obvious from the face that is Blackbeard, but he didn't need to do that. So now that we have actual confirmation that Rox is his father, it kind of takes all those other theories away that, you know, may he just inherited his will, or that Zebek was just part of Blackbeard's personality and he had multiple personalities and things like that. Like, no, he's his actual father.
Yeah. And then seeing Stussy here overfall, it was just this panel just go hard. This is just a great
Stussy, Shaky, and a young Whitebeard.
Right.
All of them are in their prime here.
Absolutely. I mean, how old is Big Mom at this point? So she's probably like
what is this, 40? This is 48 years ago.
So Big Mom did her thing 63 years ago.
Yeah.
And 63 years ago was when Loki was born. And then 56 years, so like 12 years later, I think Loki is 12 years plus 8 years, so 20. So Loki's about 20 years old when he's ravaging the village.
Yeah.
So he's probably like 20, but in giant years, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's divided by 3, so that's like
8,
like 7, like 6 point something.
6.5. About.
He's a baby. He's still a baby.
Yeah. So
I think Big Mom is 68 when in this current point in the story, and this is 48 years ago. So I think she might be 20.
Yeah. So she's not here yet, but maybe she's somewhere on Elbaf with Stanson. The guy who does not Stanson, Strudel. Strudel? That's his name?
I think so. One of the two. Stanson or Strudel.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name. How are we feeling about this chapter, boys? Out of 10, what are we giving it?
Out of 10, 17.
I gotta give this one a 10 out of 10, honestly.
Easily.
For me,
waiting for this rocks reveal for so long, 10 out of 10.
The reveal, the design, the massive amount of lore that we got, the sad ass backstory for Loki that no one saw coming.
Yeah.
As far as like how sad it was going to be, the Galila shit, the conspiracy theories with the world government and the famine and the starvation and the help. Like, there's so much to eat here. I'm surprised this isn't a break week.
Yeah.
This is a 10. This is a 10.
Yeah. Oda loves Whitebeard, bro.
Oda loves.
He loves Whitebeard, bro. Like, if there's anybody who's got like he's got so much more screen time post death, makes the A screen time look so childish, so much smaller.
Legitimately.
I might have to give this chapter a 9. I don't know if I can give it a 10. I felt like it dragged on a little bit in regards to just kind of getting home the point of like everything that went wrong in Elbaf over time. Like, I feel like that took up so much time in the chapter. So maybe if like a page or two was cut.
I think it's supposed to take up that much time to allow you to come up with these theories and conspiracy theories of world government intrusion and shadiness with King Harold and things like that.
Listen, I'm not writing One Piece, right? I'm just saying like how I felt through it going through the first time, and then how I'm feeling about it this second time. I'm like, you know what? This could have been maybe a page or two shorter. You could probably did something else with that page or two. We could have maybe seen some type of like a little bit of fighting. A little bit would have got like even if it was like a quick little one shot of a fight, probably would have got this to a 10 to me. But this I consider it a comfortable 9 because I don't want to let the final page reveal make me so like doe-eyed about it, because like I consider the Harley chapter a 10 because the amount of lore in that was just like
insane.
It was just
that breaks the 10 scale, honestly.
Yeah, at this point it's like unfair to grade it. So I'm gonna give this a 9. But if you guys got any final notes, final theories of anything you want to say before we close out the stream?
I feel like I said my piece. You know what I mean? I feel like I got it all out.
All I'm gonna say is I'm really looking forward to the next chapter. I'm eating up this Rox Dizabek content. I'm looking, and if this somehow leads to a God Valley flashback, then Jesus Christ.
If we
Elbaf is not just top 1. Elbaf is like this would be the second best arc in One Piece. Elbaf would be just like, and it would be before we even got the main fight on Elbaf. It would be before Luffy and Emu even threw the dukes.
We're not even back yet. We're not even back yet. Like how this is moving. Because like it's not that differently structured than how Wano kind of went, right? I mean, we know the One Piece structure. Everybody likes to make jokes about like, oh, every arc is kind of structured the same, but like going into like this backstory into a backstory the same way he did with Odin, and the fact that we still have a fight to come back to with Emu.
Yup.
Yeah.
And it's like Egghead, we started freaking out when like the Gorsei started transforming, you know what I mean? And then Kuma flashback happened, it was like cool. And then it started to get to this level when like Luffy was like 2v1ing Saturn and Kizaru, and then the rest of the Gorsei pulled up. But that was the main fight. Like that's when we started feeling this was the main fight. This we're not even there yet.
Not even
we're
there.
not even there yet.
And the Kuma backstory ends today in the anime.
It does.
Yeah.
So gotta watch that. See that hit, because anime onlys have no idea what they're in store for.
No idea.
They have
Nope.
no idea.
I'm so excited to see it finally animated.
Oh
I know,
damn!
I
Can
can't
you?
wait.
I'm putting ourselves back in that time frame when we thought we were only gonna fight Saturn and Egghead. Seems so silly now.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're gonna like fight one now and then we'll fight the other 4 later. I don't know.
Dude, hints came out for the One Piece. I think it was 1149 or whatever. The chapter where Emu took over Gonko's body, and
Yeah.
somebody showed Emu, and it was like Emu gas. And I got on TikTok and I was like, Emu's coming out back right now, like it's happening. And everybody's like, you're stupid. It's too early. Like the story's too early. And I'm like, no, like they're not hyping up Emu for nothing. It's not going to be like Emu does something. It's like Emu's coming this way. Like we're getting to the end. This is what is happening. Like there's still, but people think that means One Piece is ending within the year. It's not. There's still so much lore and things to like hit on.
Yeah.
It's going to take years for this to end. But
Yeah,
it's starting it. It's like
even whatever final arc it is, Oda's gonna take forever to get through it.
forever.
To get through it. So I mean, hopefully it doesn't get as convoluted as the Wano arc. I feel like he may have learned a lot from the fumbles of Wano as his entirety. Like a 200 chapter arc is 190, whatever, however long it is,
Insane.
unnecessary. Like
Yeah.
it was its own anime at that point.
Literally,
Yeah.
This shit ran for 4 years, bro. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But yo, NK, we really appreciate it. We appreciate you
man.
coming through. You want to plug your socials before we close out?
Absolutely. Just follow me on TikTok at the Nerd King 215. I'm going to start, for anybody who like actually cares, I'm going to start doing YouTube episode reactions and chapter reviews now. That one's at the Nerd King 215. It's, if you go to my TikTok, you'll see it all linked in bio. So I'm going to start doing that like today or tomorrow. I'll upload those things. I feel like it's time to start getting into the YouTube game. So we're going to do all that. But yeah, don't forget to follow all that stuff. And I appreciate you guys for having me so much. It's always a blast. It's always
Yeah,
a blast.
man.
Listen,
We're definitely gonna have to do it again if God Valley's happening.
For
listen,
sure.
man, we got to figure out how to create our own reverie. We got to get a whole squad on the round table.
I'll do it.
Got to get the round table.
1000%.
But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the Nerd King. Make sure you guys subscribe to us and check out Kimmy starting One Piece tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Romance Dawn. It begins. So if you want to see a hater eventually, change their mind, hopefully come through, check that out. It's not often we get to shepherd another Nakama through the journey. Just go easy on her, guys. Just go easy on her. I know One Piece fans tend to like get a little extra when they're going to be like, you're not paying attention, you're not noticing this thing, this is going to be important. I'm like, relax, guys. Like just let the person enjoy their journey. They can figure out the other stuff when they catch up and go back after.
Let her cook.
Let her cook. But yeah, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like. If you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment and let us know your thoughts on this chapter.